This is the 2024 Honda Passport TrailSport. Is this the trim level that has it all? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at Holmes Honda to give you the particulars on this model. And as always, if you want to know more when you finish watching the video, check out the link to the Holmes Honda website down in the description of the video. Lighting, it's LED basically everywhere you look. LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED fog lights down there on the lower portion of the front bumper. And we'll find, for those of you who may not be fans of chrome, you don't have a chrome brow here. You have the gloss black brow. TrailSport logo, that's part of the TrailSport package, as is the gray grille, the gray bumper garnish, and the gray wheels. Tire and wheel size for this all-wheel drive model, which all trim levels of the Passport come all-wheel drive. That's standard. We're looking at 245 on the width, a 60 series sidewall, and as I mentioned earlier, wrapped around these 18-inch wheels. Work our way up to the side view mirrors. They're power adjustable. They have the turn signal indicator built in, gloss black mirror caps. They're power folding. They're also heated. I'll show you how they fold later in the video. And if you're wondering about blind spot monitoring on this particular model, it still has blind spot monitoring built in right here on both doors. So it's here, it's just not where you might be used to seeing it on some of the redesigned Hondas. Obviously, you'll have your roof rails up there with available crossbars. We'll finish things off here on the rear with the LED taillights. Your Passport logo, you're going to have the black logos here. There is your TrailSport logo for the rear, and dual exhaust. If you're curious about how to fold those power folding side view mirrors, it's done via that button right there. I'm going to push the button and you'll see that the mirrors fold in. And I mentioned that the side view mirrors are heated. The windshield is heated as well. Now that's something that's here. It doesn't seem like something I should even talk about because we're getting into the warmer time of the year with our climate in Northwest Louisiana, but maybe where you live, that's not an issue. Under the hood of the Passport is the singular engine offering available. It's a 3.5 liter Honda VTEC V6. It makes 280 horsepower, 262 on the torque, and it's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. We'll work our way over to the window sticker here. I don't know how well you can see it because of the glare, but we have MPGs of 19 city, 24 highway, 21 combined, and 4.8 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. To access your gas tank, you will push that button right there. You have capless fuel fill, and when you fill up, you will be filling a potential of 19.5 gallons with this gas tank. Towing comes in with a maximum of 5,000 pounds, and we will open the power tailgate right here and let you take a look inside. 50.5 up to 107 up to 100.8 cubic feet of cargo capacity. To maximize cargo capacity, very easy to do. We just push the button right there, and we push the button right there. Very convenient. There you go. Everything is now maximized. I know a lot of people like to see how that looks. Plenty of space here. You have the protective mat for the floor right here with your Passport logo if you want to use that. There is a spare tire that comes with the vehicle, and you have some space located here underneath the floor. Also, a nice handy 12-volt power outlet, a little bit of space on each side as well for some additional storage points. Also, a few tie-down points. You have 4 total tie-down points. You have some cargo back here that you don't want moving around. And let's talk about what your rear seat passengers will find. There is a handy-dandy privacy shade right here. Cup holders built into the door panels on both sides, as well as a reasonable sized door bin right there. The armrest is large, very comfortable, and I like the orange contrast stitching. You'll also find orange ambient lighting in the front seat area. We'll try and get into a darker atmosphere later on to show you what that looks like. And you'll find more of that orange contrast stitching throughout the interior in a multitude of places. If for some reason you needed to move these seats forward, well, they do actually move back and forth, not very easily one-handed, but there you go. You can see that that does happen. I don't know why anyone would need to necessarily do that, but it is an option. It is a feature here. I might as well show it to you. Now, here's something I really like. The design of this fold-down armrest. And why do I like it? Because of the positioning of the cup holders. They're in a vertical position. That way, when the passengers have cups back here, they can still put their arms up here and use that armrest. And as far as additional storage options go, there are seat pockets on the back of both seats, the driver and passenger side. And for those who like to have not only air conditioning vents in the rear seating area, but also connectivity options, well, there's what you have. You've got a couple of USB options, and you have the power outlet right there too, in addition to those air conditioning vents. And we'll also find the conventional size sunroof right here. As far as the Passport goes, it does tilt and slide open. And as we take a look through the interior, I'm going to tell you the sticker price. It's $46,350. And something else that we have here is the TrailSport logo in the headrest right there. I think if it's in the front headrest, it should also be in the rear. Maybe not a big deal to most people, just one of my little things that I notice. We'll have the glove box right here, plenty of space within. You can see the bag right there. If you ever need to change a tire, a spare tire, since you have one, put the spare tire on. You have wheel locks that this model comes with. Your wheel lock key is in that bag. It's most likely in your glove box. Over here on the driver's side door, we've already taken a small look at what we have here. All your controls for your side view mirrors right there, including being able to fold and unfold those. Seat memory right here. You can control all of your windows, lock and unlock, and you can lock or unlock the windows there as well. If you want to go into Econ mode, well, you just push that button and into Econ mode you go. It tells you that it's on or it tells you that it's off. So that's pretty easy to deal with. Here are your steering wheel mounted controls. Probably don't need to tell you too much about what is there. And you'll notice this model needs some windshield washer fluid. I'm just going to hit the home button or hit the back button to get rid of that. Well, I guess we can't get rid of that. There we go. Want to make sure that goes away just to show you a little bit more of what the dash area looks like. No changes here for 2024, but simplistic. You've got your speedometer there in the middle. You'll know what drive, if you're in drive or park or reverse, it'll tell you up there. And that's not the only thing. You also have multiple driving modes, and you're going to go into those modes right here. And here's what those modes are. We're going to start with normal. We have snow, mud, sand, and then we go back to normal. Now, you have drive right here or that S. It's drive, or you can go up here, it goes into S. That's called, they call that sequential mode. So if you were curious about that, that's how you use that. You do have the control right here for not only the headlights and taillights, but the fog lights and the blinkers. You're turning left, you changing lanes to the left, it goes into the down position, and the same thing to the right when it goes into the up position. Make sure you use those. Also, if you want to control the front and rear window wipers, pretty easy to deal with. All of that is right here. You have your shifter paddles up here as well. And your touch screen that is very easy to use. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto here. So if you want to pair your phone, you can do all of that. Very easy to deal with. Now, one thing that hopefully we'll see down the road whenever we get a fully redesigned Honda Passport is going to be on the TrailSport trim levels and maybe other trim levels as well. All of those additional, let's not get tongue twisted, additional camera angles that Honda currently offers on the Pilot. Here's your dual zone climate control. Easy to deal with. If you want to sync both sides together, you can do that. And only heated seats. It would be nice to have ventilated seats as well, but we do have wireless charging, our USB options, and another 12-volt power outlet. Your push button shifter, you've already seen that to a degree at least, but that's where it is and what it is. Cup holders. And for 2024, you'll notice a couple of changes in this area. Number one, the seats have changed. No longer are there built-in armrests that you fold up or down or whatever the case is of what you need. This is the armrest. It sits at a pretty reasonable height. It's a brand new lid and design for the center console. Gone is that garage door style opener that we used to have that you'd slide open back and forth. Made me think of a garage door at least. And inside, plenty of space. And let's take a look at your upper console. You do have a sunglass holder up here and your controls for managing your sunroof. You can see what all is there. That sunroof does tilt and slide open, as I mentioned earlier in the video. And earlier in the video, I mentioned you have orange ambient lighting here in the interior. Well, there's a little bit of it. You can see some more down there in the door bin area. and probably a little hard to see. Well, maybe not too bad. Looks like you can see it pretty well on the camera. Also there with the cup holders. You can also see it down in the footwell area right there. So you have it in a few different spots if you were curious to know what that looks like. Okay, let's get out on the road for a quick test drive, and a couple of things I didn't mention earlier in the video. Number one, you have a tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. You just drop the lever on the left-hand side of the steering column and you can make adjustments as you need to. You also have Honda sensing, which will include adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, road departure mitigation, and lane keeping assist. Now, we don't have traffic jam assist. If you were wondering about that, that is not here as of right now. We'll have to see what comes in the future. What about the ride quality? Well, I don't really feel like I can tell a difference between the Passport or any other trim level of, or excuse me, the TrailSport or any other trim level of the Passport. Or too many sports there. So, one way or another, it's a good, comfortable ride quality. Plenty of room. I don't feel close to being cramped here in the interior. Now, I'm 5'10". If I was in excess of 6 feet tall, I feel like I would still have plenty of room to stretch out and be comfortable, to set everything to my liking, to my comfort level. So easy to deal with. You also have the height of the windows helps as well because everything is tall. So you don't have to worry about any issues seeing, especially out of the back window back there. So that's a good thing. And the technology here is not difficult to learn or use. That's the case with Honda on any vehicle. I've yet to run into or review a modern day Honda that had technology that was difficult with lots of menus and different things like that. So you're in really good shape where that's concerned. A very well-rounded vehicle, comfortable seating, easy to get around. Definitely very versatile in a lot of ways. So you have a lot of advantages here. If you need 2 rows, you definitely need to consider the Passport. Now, if you're looking for 3 rows, obviously you'd have to step up to the Pilot, but plenty of cargo capacity. Like I said earlier in the video, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds and just easy to deal with. Manageable brake pedal, manageable gas pedal. Doesn't take any getting used to at all. Very easy to use and very well balanced. So tell me what you think about the 2024 Honda Passport TrailSport. Is this the trim level that has it all? Curious to know what you think. You gonna buy a 24 or wait and see what we wind up with in 2025? Honda hasn't said anything yet, so I can't tell you what the future of the Passport is and when we will see a full redesign. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends here at Holmes Honda for loaning me this model for the day. A special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. If you haven't subscribed just yet, please consider doing so. That way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.